K-pop lovers. Welcome back to K-pop News, the home of the most touching, inspiring, and surprising stories from the world of Korean entertainment. The world went silent. And when the world falls silent, a single name begins to echo between countless whispers. Jungkook, the global star, the face that once lit up every grand stage, every screen, every heart that has ever fallen for music and light. But this time, he wasn't on a stage. He wasn't singing about love or loss. The world was in shock because of something greater, quieter, and far more mysterious. Rumor has it, Jungkook of BTS is secretly planning a massive project in Russia. Hello, Army, and welcome back to the channel that never stops uncovering the most fascinating stories behind the world's biggest stars. What you're about to hear isn't a rumor. It's not just another whisper from the internet. This is a chain of strange events, small signs, and scattered clues that, when pieced together, form a vast shadow over the entertainment world, something known only as Project Aurora. It all began with silence. A silence so perfect it felt as though the world was holding its breath. Then, like the first light after a long night, a single blurry photo appeared online. No clear source, just a vague caption. Sheremetyevo Airport, Moscow. In that photo, among a crowd of travelers hurrying past, someone walked quietly, yet purposefully. Dressed entirely in black, long coat, mask, beanie, dragging a black suitcase behind him.
Nobody guides, no autography, no flashes.
Just a silent figure who looked as if he were escaping from the world. At first, no one dared believe it. Could it really be Jungkook? The man last seen in South Korea, serving his mandatory military duty, now suddenly appearing in Russia? It sounded impossible, but the internet never sleeps. One fan zoomed in on the picture, studying every pixel, and that's when everything changed. On the man's left hand, faint but unmistakable, was a tattoo. A tattoo known by millions around the world, and the internet exploded. Within hours, the photo spread everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, even Russian fan forums, all asking the same burning question: what is Jungkook doing in Russia? Days later, a new report surfaced from St. Petersburg. An anonymous hotel staff member posted on a local forum. Someone checked in who looked so familiar. I can't say his name, but his voice, his manner. I swear I've seen him on TV. The post was deleted within hours, but the screenshots had already gone global. Fans became detectives overnight. They traced flight records, compared silhouettes, analyzed walking patterns, every possible detail that could connect Jungkook to this sudden appearance in Russia. And then, rumors began to spread in the entertainment industry itself. A secret joint project between Korea and Russia was allegedly in development under the codename Project Aurora. Its description was vague, but words like music, film, and immersive art kept showing up. No one could confirm anything, but several anonymous insiders hinted at one name tied to the project: Jungkook. When journalists reached out to HYBE for comment, their response was predictable and perfectly cryptic. We have no information to share at this time. No denial, no confirmation, just silence. And anyone who has followed Jungkook's career knows exactly what that means. Every time HYBE stays quiet, it's because something monumental is being built behind the scenes. Before Seven shattered streaming records, before Golden conquered the charts, before each of his legendary performances, there was always that same silence, that long pause before the world erupts. Now, the world is once again waiting. Meanwhile, in Russia, cultural officials and major tech companies were seen holding closed-door meetings with representatives from South Korea. The official agenda? Artistic collaboration and multimedia innovation. Coincidence? Maybe, but the timing felt too perfect to ignore. Then came the theories, hundreds of them. Some fans were convinced that Jungkook was developing the world's first fully immersive concert experience, using holographic projections and AI-based visuals that would allow him to perform live in multiple countries at once. Others believed he was working on a cinematic musical project, a cross-cultural film blending Korean lyrics with Russian visual storytelling. And the boldest theory of all suggested multidimensional human experience. Whatever the truth was, one thing was clear. The scale was enormous. Because Jungkook is not just an idol. He's an artist, a filmmaker at heart, a photographer by instinct, a dancer in every movement, a visionary in thought. He doesn't just make music, he creates worlds. Every song, every video, every stage is a story, a painting, a universe crafted from emotion. From the cinematic grandeur of Standing Next to You to the hopeful universality of Dreamers, Jungkook has always treated art as something limitless, not confined by language, genre, or form. That's why many believe Project Aurora isn't merely a project. It's the next great masterpiece, one that will merge every aspect of Jungkook's artistry: singer, producer, performer, storyteller, and visual director into one monumental creation. Soon after, Russian entertainment media began reporting unusual activity around major film studios in Moscow and St. Petersburg. Massive shipments of audiovisual equipment, private security, and international production teams arriving from Seoul, London, and Los Angeles. One insider even teased, the artist involved is known for breaking world records. This project will redefine entertainment itself. A few fans in Russia claimed they heard people speaking Korean near a restricted production site. Coincidence again? Maybe. But once more, the timing was far too precise. Then came the silence. Heavy, deliberate, and full of meaning. Silence has always been Jungkook's most powerful weapon. He never announces things early. He doesn't chase headlines. He lets his art speak louder than any words. And that's exactly what's happening now. No official statements. No social media posts. Nothing. But the entire world is watching and waiting. Because deep down, everyone knows. Whenever Jungkook disappears, it means something world-changing is being born. Around the globe, anticipation turned into action. In Seoul, cafes put up signs that read Project Aurora, coming soon. In Moscow, armies gathered at rumored filming sites, holding purple lights, singing his songs beneath the snow. In Los Angeles, digital billboards displayed a silhouette of Jungkook under the glowing sky of the northern lights. The phenomenon had become unstoppable. And through it all, Jungkook remained silent.
No explanations, no hints, no denials.
Just silence, the kind that drives the world mad with curiosity. But maybe that's the point, because silence has always been part of his art. In every era of his career, there's been the same theme: light and shadow, sound and quiet, reality and imagination. Even the name Aurora carries deep symbolism. The Aurora Borealis, the northern lights, illuminates the darkest skies of Russia with ethereal colors. Perhaps, like those lights, Project Aurora symbolizes rebirth, enlightenment, transcendence. For Jungkook, who often uses light and darkness as metaphors in his work, this can't just be coincidence. It feels deliberate, like a promise to bring light back into a dark world. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and still, there was no statement from HYBE or local media, just an ever-growing sense of expectation. Some claimed the reveal would happen at the end of 2025. Others believed it would coincide with Jungkook's full return from military service in 2026. But one truth remains. When that announcement finally comes, it will shake the entire world. Because this isn't just about a song, or a concert, or even a film. It's about a message, a declaration from Jungkook to the world, that creativity has no borders, that emotion transcends language, that art can connect hearts across oceans. And when that moment arrives, when Project Aurora finally unveils its true form, whether beneath the skies of Seoul or Moscow, the world will remember the day it all began. The day a single blurry photo appeared online. The day a silent man walked through a Russian airport. The day Jungkook chose to disappear, so that his art could reappear brighter than ever. Because if Jungkook has taught us anything, it's that magic never happens in noise. Magic is born in silence. In that space between light and dark, in that breath before the first note, in that unseen moment where imagination turns into reality. those auroras, maybe, just maybe, Jungkook is there, working in silence, creating something monumental. And when a silence finally breaks, when the world once again glows with that ethereal light, we'll all whisper the same name, in awe, in wonder, in love. Jungkook, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe to our channel for the latest updates from the world of K-pop and BTS. Also, turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any other exciting updates.